Hello, Stadium, my old friend.
Hello, Jason. Looking impeccable as always.
Thanks, Stadium.
Oh, big night tonight. How you feeling?
Couldn't be more excited.
Oh, now that doesn't sound like the former All-Pro Super Bowl champion that I know. Tell Stadium what's on your mind.
You know, it's just the last 13 years I came here. And now, each week, I'm in a different city, a different stadium. It's just not the same. Feels like I've made a giant mistake.
Mistake? Now you listen to Stadium and you listen good. You're Jason Kelce. You're a man of the people. You endeared yourself to the entire city of Philadelphia, and you'll do the same thing with all of America. And it's playoff season. That's when Kelce shines.
You know what? Yeah. You're right, Stadium. I knew I'd feel better talking to you. Come on, hey. Bring it in.
Oh, hug from Kelce? Now we're talking. I love a good hug. Ooh.
Thanks for the pep talk, Stadium. I think I'm ready.
You got it, buddy. Have a great show. Oh, and tell the Giants thanks for Saquon.
Anybody nervous? Anybody scared?
And now, from Philadelphia,
from the city of brotherly love,
it's They Call It Late Night.
They call it late night.
Tonight's guests, Lil Dicky.
Where's Dicky at? Dicky!
Brian Baldinger.
It's gonna be just trench war today, just trench warfare.
Charles Barkley.
So what's this about? Charles Barkley, double, ready?
With music by Snack Time.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me get a hell yeah!
Hell yeah, yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jason Kelce.
Wow. How did we get here? I see you up there, baby. Oh my gosh. How did we get here? Love you guys too. Oh, what's happening? All right. Yeah, I have my own late night show. Not quite sure how we got here. I used to love watching Conan as a kid. I thought it was hilarious. And now I'm up here doing my own show. My parents are here. Oh my God. Mom, Dad, you were wrong. Turns out letting me stay up late at night was a good thing in watching TV, right? Listen, and one of the other cool, not only am I getting my own show, but I'm getting to make my own show with my wife, Kylie, as the announcer. Kylie's Corner, I love that sign. Kai, is this not the fucking best?
It's amazing. I do have an official disclaimer, though, that I'm obligated to read.
Yep.
To our viewers, this evening's program is intended for mature audiences. Young viewers, such as your children, may hear language that is inappropriate for them. Not our kids. They hear shit like this all the time, right, Jay?
Absolutely, yeah, no. Swearing is not an issue at our house. So you may hear the occasional F-bomb or something like this. I fucking love you, Kai.
I fucking love you too, Jay.
All right. Again, I can't believe that we're up here right now. I'm standing on this incredibly cool set in this incredibly awesome venue, all here in Philadelphia. Speaking of which, let me introduce you to our house band, a staple of the Philadelphia music scene, Snack Time!
Philadelphia, make some
You say, Sam, how you guys doing?
Great, Jay. How you feeling?
Man, you guys look great as always. I love the Sixer-style jerseys.
Absolutely.
Got it themed right now.
Yes,
We got
indeed.
some good tunes in store.
Absolutely. We're going to have fun tonight.
Okay, I like the pits being out too. It always, it's a good funk in the air.
Can y'all
I know
smell
you
us
guys
out
can lay
there?
down them funky beats.
Smell the funk.
All right. Now look, just because I live in Philadelphia, I played 13 years in Philadelphia. The show's being filmed in Philadelphia. I want to make everyone assure this show is not strictly going to be about Philadelphia.
What? Hold up. Yo, if this show ain't about Philly, then what in the gritties titties is it even about?
Well, it's going to be a show about everything pro football. It's a love letter in some ways to the sport that I spent playing my whole career. And Jesus Christ, you are taking huge bites.
Go Birds!
Okay, yeah, all right. Go Birds. I'm aiming for a real casual vibe. We have a wonderful panel that's going to come out each show. It's going to feel like we're just shooting the shit in the living room, hanging out, talking about ball. And we're also working with NFL Films. That's right, we're going to be taking full advantage of their iconic old school and current footage. They have these wonderful vests. I mean, very sleek. But yeah, couldn't be more honored to be working with them. So much of the history of the NFL is rooted with NFL Films, and the fact they're helping us produce the show is incredible. As a matter of fact, we actually called the show They Call It Late Night as an ode to the first ever documentary from NFL Films back in 1966. They call it Pro Football.
It starts with a whistle and ends with a gun. This is pro football, the sport of our time.
How does that not get you excited to talk about the NFL? Cool, right?
Whatever. Just give me more Eagle stuff, you dirt.
Eagle stuff? All right, more Eagle stuff. I got you. Follow me. We're going to go talk about Eagles a little bit. Oh, Pop, thanks for coming. I love you. These freaking overalls. Oh, yes. We got to work on that, Jake. All right. Look who's working the bar. Eagles Hall of Fame legend Harold Carmichael. That's a a damn good jacket, Harold.
Not bad.
All right, well, listen, this actually means a lot to me. Not only was Harold a Hall of Famer, but when I first came to Philadelphia, Harold was the director of player programs with the Eagles. He's the one who actually welcomed me to this city, welcomed me to this fan base, to this organization. So having Harold here today actually means a ton. So thank you for coming, Harold.
Do you want me to throw that crazy lady out of here?
No, that's all right. She's doing all right.
Hey, cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Congratulations on the show. Thank you. Love you, my brother.
All right. Oh, yeah. Follow me. And this, it's not just a door, it's a portal. And it's going to take me to any talk show host that I need to talk to either bounce ideas off of or usually seek advice. Watch.
Pork Parmesan would be good.
What's up, buddy?
He's here again. Let me call you back. Hey, man, aren't you supposed to be doing your first show right now?
Yeah, I was just, taking everyone on a tour, showing them backstage, the set, and I thought I'd show them the portal.
You showed the audience the secret portal? It's for talk show hosts only.
Wait, why am I in different clothes?
That's what the portal does. It changes you into casual clothing. I told you this the last 11 times you were here.
Sorry, Jimmy, I'm very nervous. It's my first show. I thought I'd come to you.
All right, but you've come to me a lot of times now. And what I think you really should do is go back through the portal.
Okay.
Do the show, and don't come back here.
Okay. Yes, that makes, okay, yeah.
You know what they say at the end of a talk show? Good night. Good night.
Okay. Guess, yeah, all right. Oh, cool, right? All right, let's head back to the stage. Nailed it, Jake. Oh, all right. I also want to add something that makes this extra special is the fact that I'm a lineman. Linemen aren't supposed to have their own shows. It's for the quarterback, the star receiver. So tonight feels as much of a victory for the lineman as it is for me. Yeah. The big beefers, the pachyderms, the guy who's one biscuit away, guys like Larry Allen, John Runyon, yeah, Anthony Thomas, Joe Thomas, probably other Thomases. I love all the big bruiser shit about football, the scars, the broken bones. We actually hung some photos out here of some legendary mangled hands. That's right, I don't know if you guys saw it coming in. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's Torrey Holt right there. Oh, Ronnie Lott. He actually cut that pinky off so he could play in a freaking playoff game. Dick Butkus, duct tape hands, and then the legendary, I mean, I think most people should know those hands. That's the legendary Chuck Bednarik. I don't know that it's good that I can identify players by their hands, but man, I love up hands.
Hey, Jay, let's move on from the hand stuff.
Okay, all right, guy. Good point. Anyway, that's our studio. Man, oh man, what I wouldn't give to go back in time and tell myself as a kid, little dude, you're gonna have your very own TV show one day. The hell?
What the fuck?
Whoa! It's 14-year-old me!
Where am I? Who are you?
You're in Philadelphia at the very first episode of your late night TV show.
Why are you in Philadelphia?
Well, this is gonna blow your mind, but you end up playing professional football for the Eagles.
Whoa, I play for the Eagles?
Yeah, you become the starting center.
Fucking lineman, great!
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm retired now, but you do win a Super Bowl.
Take me there, let's get on the field.
I retired, and now we host a late night talk show. You always love late night talk shows.
Yeah, not more than the Super Bowl.
Okay, good point. I forgot what a little unappreciative little asshole I was.
Anyway, you got any other awesome surprises for me, Maury Povich?
Mom and Dad get divorced.
No shit, Sherlock. Who didn't see that one coming? Anyway, have fun with whatever this is. I gotta go rag on Travis and tell him I end up playing in the NFL.
And he does too.
Well, I won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's won 3.
What? This sucks. Ah, man.
Stop! Do not do this late night talk show.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm you from the future.
Wow, this just keeps getting worse.
Do not do this show. It ends in unspeakable disaster.
Okay, first of all, why am I so short in the future?
They made me get the shortening surgery. It was awful.
Come on, that's not really a real thing, is it?
That's exactly what I said to them right before they put me in the re-education chamber. Real quick. Kai, it is so good to see you again. It's been 10 years since your shortening surgery went horribly wrong.
Wait, what?
And you were turned into actual shortening. I missed you so much. I baked you into a pie and I ate you.
What the fuck?
Gene,
oh, thank
overcooked
God.
a little bit.
Listen, we'll get to this in a second. Gene's waving his big mitts over here. Perfect timing. All right, guys, you see those orange gloves back there? That's Gene. His regular job is letting NFL officials know when it's time to take a TV timeout. Here, take a look. That's right. When I played in the NFL, I used to look at these guys all the time to know when we were done playing football or when it was ready to break the huddle. I always loved their orange mitts. And listen, I didn't anticipate how hard it was going to be to do a talk show and do something as simple as throw it to a commercial break. So we've hired Gene. Thanks, Gene. Yeah. All right, Kai, take us to commercial.
Baked in a fucking pie.
I had no choice, guys.
All right, everyone. We'll be right back
What the fuck is happening?
with some actual football talk with Charles Barkley, Brian Baldinger, and Dave Bird, a.k.a. Lil Dicky. So stick around for more They Call It Late Night.
They Call It Late Night with Jason Kelce is presented by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
We're about to bring the panel out. We're going to reset the stage. How are you guys feeling? Oh my gosh, love you too. You guys have any questions? I don't know. Who has a question? Shoot it. What is it? How are you feeling? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fucking fantastic, actually. I'm doing a TV show in Philadelphia. Obviously, plenty of Birds fans here. We have an amazing panel. I don't know how the hell we got the people that we have: Charles Barkley, Dave Bird, Brian Baldinger. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, and also, I mean, Jesus Christ, look at how many people are here. You guys are fucking awesome. Who's this? Who's up there? We got Sean up there. Dunphy.
Yo, should Saquon play, yes or no?
Well, we're about to get into it, Dump. Don't worry about it.
Let's go, Dump.
We're going to do that one live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. There we go, more. Maniac more.
What made you love doing late night, love late night?
I think growing up, between the late night shows, you have Conan, Letterman, Leno, those were always fantastic, but then everything else, SNL, I used to love In Living Color, Mad TV, after SNL, Showtime at the Apollo.
Yep.
I think all of that stuff was what I grew up on when mom and dad didn't know I was watching TV. But, so we're trying to kind of do some of that stuff here. We'll do some skits, we're gonna have the talk show portions. It'll be a lot of fun, so. Trying to incorporate that into football.
I was saying, does anyone else want to ask anything? This is your time.
Oh, we got like microphones and stuff.
Got a question in the balcony.
Oh, up there.
Yeah.
Wow.
How did who learn about
Snack
snack time?
question.
How did you first learn about the?
So snack time actually. So I have a nonprofit in the city, Underdog Apparel / Be Philly, and snack time actually played at my first ever event that we ever had. It was our inaugural launch of the nonprofit, and that's where I first met these guys.
That's right. Is that the Bach Bar, right?
And then,
Bach Bar, South Philly, right?
Yeah, that's right. Bach Bar. Yep, the roof. So that's how we first got acquainted. And
when did you fall in love with us?
I mean, look at those tats.
That's your doppelganger.
If you wear a jersey and you have hair coming out of it, I'm probably gonna love you.
Someone else have one over here? You got it?
Who else we got?
Will you go to their wedding?
Listen, do you want me to lie or tell the truth? What is it? Open bar. Open bar? Well, that's a good way to lure me there. Where's it at? Where? In Pittman, New Jersey? Oh, I don't go to New Jersey. Just kidding. Dude, come here. Can you give me your most iconic NFL song? Dun 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 dun.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Ba-da ba ba da ba ba da. Beep beep beep. Bop it up, pick it up, pick it up. Bop 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 bop. Bam 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 bam. Da 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 da. Bop 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 bop. Dun 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 dun.
Alrighty. Welcome back to They Call It Late Night with Jason Kelce. That's me, all right. We've got a great group of guests joining us, so let's bring them out right now. First up, you've known him as Lil Dicky, rapper, comedian, actor, filmmaker, Philly's own Dave Bird. I love you. It's an honor. Alrighty, next we have 11-year NFL offensive lineman, the guy who breaks it down like nobody else, Mr. Brian Baldinger. Just so Stoutland, man. You did it, guys. Alrighty, and finally, former NBA MVP, beloved Philadelphia 76er, the biggest personality in sports media, Sir Charles Barkley.
I thought you were getting something else out of the fridge.
Well, we might get that a little bit later. Guys, I can't tell you how much it means that you guys are a part of this first episode. Please be ready for a lot of mistakes, but ready to have some fun.
Yep.
All right, everybody here has ties to Philadelphia. During that first break, we had a request for a segment. So let's get into the biggest news that all Philadelphia fans want to talk about.
Yep.
Saquon Barkley is 101 yards away from setting the single-season rushing record. He could do it this week, but the Eagles have elected to rest the starters, foregoing setting the record. Charles, as a man who has set many records, former MVP, what do you think of this decision?
As a jackass on television, which you are one now.
Yes, I get to
and
do
you
that.
are now. If Saquon Barkley went out there and got hurt, we would kill them.
Yes.
You know, that's the beauty of our job. We get to know the answer to the test and go talk about it. I personally think they're making the right decision.
Right.
But if they put that man out there and he gets hurt, we gonna do our job and crush him on television.
There's no question.
So I'm glad he's not playing, and I'm really excited because I think the Eagles are the favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah! I love that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna come back to that. Baldy, what do you think? As a former lineman,
that's the
now
thing.
knucklehead.
I'm in the knucklehead category here. But the thing is that this is a record that has been out there since 1984. It's a 40-year-old record. Like, Saquon can break that record. As an offensive lineman, I would want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I would think about playing, and I'd be willing to go out there and play every bit of however long it takes to get 101 yards.
Yeah.
I'd do it every part of it to go get that record.
And you saw it firsthand because you played with Dickerson.
Yes,
so
I played with
you
him.
saw when it happened. So you understand the significance of this record maybe even more?
This guy, I mean, he was one of the most talented people that ever played this game. I mean, he barely broke a sweat when he played. He made it look easy.
Yeah.
But that record has stood for a long time. He was a healthy guy his first 6 years in the league. He was a talented guy. And, nobody has come close to that 2105. And Saquon is 101 yards. I would want that as a feather in my cap.
Yeah.
But I understand Charles' point. Like, we would kill Nick Sirianni.
There's
He
no
would be
question.
dead man walking.
Yeah.
If
There's no
anybody,
question.
Lane Johnson, Mailata, like any of those guys got hurt.
He stands more to lose than to gain on that, for
Yes.
sure. Dave, speaking as Philadelphia fans.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like it's not just playing Saquon, it's the whole domino effect of having to play the entire starting, you know what I mean?
Offensive line has to play.
So
and
you
if
can't
any
put-
one of them gets hurt.
Exactly. It's just as, so you can't put one to me, it's unfinished business. I love Saquon, full fan, but he's kind of entering our unfinished business. And I don't want to put him in front of the entire team that really should probably win the Super Bowl.
What about you, Jason?
Yeah. Listen, I think I used to be a player on the team. If I was the coach, undoubtedly I would rest everybody.
Yep.
I think it's a smart thing to do. I think that they have unfinished business. I think that the whole team, the whole city, everybody stands a legitimate chance of winning the Super Bowl this year, and they deserve to put themselves in the best position to go do that.
Yep.
As a fan, as a former player, as someone who doesn't have to be rational anymore, I fucking want them to go for that record so damn bad. Because listen,
If you were still playing, would you be saying time to rest?
No, I would want to go for
Yeah.
it, but I would understand the decision. I understand
go
the
with the
position that and that's what these guys are doing. There's a number of those guys, believe me, that want to go for that record probably. But the
Including
reality,
Saquon.
he's doing a good job of putting the team first, as he has all year. And he is just an upstanding young man. He's not young anymore, but I love how he's handled himself all season. But listen, this is a 40-year-old record. In my opinion, it's the coolest record in football. The rushing record, it's only been held, that I know of, by 3 guys: Jim Brown, O.J. Simpson, Eric Dickerson. This is the 100-meter dash of pro football. It's the baddest dude to play the game, and it's a record that would stand not just for Saquon, it would stand for the offensive line, it would stand for the city. It's something that is going to be the most historical thing
Sounds like
that
you're
would
talking
happen
yourself
off
into
this
it,
season.
Jason.
I've thought about this a lot, Baldy.
You have.
But Jason, if they're able to win the Super Bowl, like you're the Godfather.
Yeah.
Like you're set for life.
I will say, yeah.
Yeah. So if those guys can win a Super Bowl, nobody can. Bill Parcells had a great line, which he says, "Once you win a Super Bowl, you're a made man."
It is.
Like nobody can ever say.
They can never take it away
They can
from
never
you, Charles.
take it away from you.
Yeah.
And I know Saquon and Jalen and all those guys, man. I was never blessed enough to win a championship, and people hold that against me, which it is what it is. I don't go crazy. But if those guys could win the Super Bowl, everything would be great.
And most of those guys haven't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They like, speaking back to like what would I do? I've already won a Super Bowl. Most of those guys haven't.
Yeah.
They have a chance to do something special. I mean, you just said they're your favorite to win. Why are they your favorite to win?
This is, they are the most talented team offensively and defensively in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, they have no weaknesses. Coach Fangio's done a fabulous job. The defense has been spectacular. They got a great running back. Jalen is a very good quarterback. They got 2 great wide receivers. They got a great tight end. They got a great offensive line.
Yeah.
There's
really not a weakness. It's crazy.
See, that's the one thing that people never understand about sports. Like, very seldom do you get like the perfect mix.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, we're great. We got a great quarterback, but no running back and wide receiver.
Yeah.
Like, when I was in my heyday in Philly, I was like, oh, shit. I got nothing to work with. But you just like, and it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, because you have to have all the pieces, because to win 4 games in a row, like, you have to be really, really good.
And they're healthy, Charles.
And healthy.
This team is healthy right now.
Yeah, and I think if they would have had the bye in the first round, it might even be a different discussion. If they don't have the bye, they've been playing a lot of
12
ball.
straight weeks.
They've been playing a lot of physical ball. The reason he's up for this is because they ran the ball a lot.
Yeah.
They need the rest. They really do. Dave, what do you think?
I think that, they're going to have a hard game no matter who they play, I feel. Like, as good as they really are like the most elite, probably sports team as a Philadelphia fan of my life on paper.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the NFC, I don't know, there's something, anyone can beat anyone to an extent. Now, I know that we have to fuck it up. Can we curse on here or not even?
Well, you just did. So.
Okay. So, you can't undo time, and so it is what it is. But I just feel, they got to be ready to rock.
Yeah. I know this. The Eagle fans are going wherever that game is. Wherever road game they get, they're going. They take over every stadium. There's nothing like it.
Well, they're gonna be the 2 seed, so there's a chance that they might be all in.
They could be until the finals.
See what happens with Detroit and Minnesota. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I've been here 40-some years, and people always say, "What kind of city is Philadelphia?" I says, "Philadelphia's in the Eagle City."
Yeah.
I says they root for the Sixers, they root for the Phillies.
Yeah.
But when I got here in '84, '85, I says, "Man, these Eagles fans are different." And even to this day, I said, like I say, I love all Philadelphia teams. The Eagles are my team because this is my first pro experience when I came here.
Yeah.
We don't have pro teams in Alabama. And I got to know all the guys. But the one thing I can always say, Philadelphia is a Eagles town. It's unbelievable.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt that same way. All right. Oh, Gene's waving. We're going to go to commercial break here. We'll be back with more of this after this commercial break. Don't go away. All right. Again, we're in commercial break, but I thought we'd do a little bit something different right now. You guys mind taking some questions from some fans out here?
Not at all.
We got anybody that's got one? All right, let's go right here to start.
Charles, should I go to Galveston on a vacation?
That dirty ass water.
You know, I didn't want to get traded out of Phoenix, and people were calling me, asking me different things. I said, yo, man, I want to finish my career in Phoenix. And then when the Rockets called me and said, we traded for you, and I called a couple players, they're like, well, training camp's at the beach. And I'm like, well, it can't be that bad. And we go down to Galveston, and I'm looking at the water. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what good is a beach when you can't go on the beach? And they're like,
gosh.
I mean, it was crazy, man. I was like, there's no sense in having a beach if you can't go in the water. But everybody was really nice there, but man, that dirty water coming up on the beach, I'm like, holy shit. That's it. You're not missing anything.
All right, anybody else?
Charles, Jason, either of you guys going to Tahoe for the Pro-Am? And Chuck, how many strokes are you giving Jason?
Oh, gosh.
So, you know, it was interesting. I've always wanted to meet Jason. And Mike Quick, who's one of my great friends, says, hey, we were just talking. I said, I want to meet Jason. I never met Jason in all my years because I live in Philly during the summer. My house is in Arizona because I don't, yo, man, coming here for fucking cold weather, you owe me.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
When I got off the plane today, the lady says, where's your coat? I said, I don't have no coat. I live in Arizona. I said, I want to meet Jason. So we went out and played golf. We had a fabulous time. And he'll tell you, man, that week in Lake Tahoe.
Oh, my gosh.
It's the best week. The first thing I put on my schedule every year is Lake Tahoe because it's the only place in the world that's not hot. Like, I've been in Lake Tahoe, I think, 29 straight years.
Wow.
And it's hot as hell in Philly. Obviously, it's hot as hell in Arizona. Man, it's like 75 degrees in Lake Tahoe for that week. And all the celebrities are awesome. And we do a really good job of. We've had about 5 celebrities that were assholes, and we like, yeah, they. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, he can't come back.
Yeah.
Because and Jason knows this. There's only 7 guys that are actually trying to win the golf tournament.
Right.
The other 85 people are like, yo, man, it's a fun week with everybody, and everybody's awesome. But it's a great week, isn't it?
It's a fantastic week. I didn't know the guys have been kicked. I'll see if I'm invited back next year. I haven't been told yet.
No, you're good.
I did finish 3rd to last. So hopefully you're giving me some shows. But it's an amazing week. The people with American Century and MB, they do a fantastic job, quite honestly. It's like, I mean, it's an incredible event that they put on. The golf course is fantastic. And then, like Chuck said, all the celebrities are just trying to have a good time.
Just have a good time.
It's so fun. It really is. So good question. Yeah. Anybody? Ooh, come on, right here.
Michael Jordan is the best listen, I think it's lazy to get into the LeBron and Michael thing.
Yeah.
Because they both extraordinary. But I've never seen a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. And I always use this analogy because I don't even put LeBron above Kobe. I say, but the difference is LeBron's a nice guy. Nobody ever said that shit about Michael and Kobe. Yeah. No, and they're like, yo, man, these dudes out here trying to kill people. And I always tell people that's the difference in my opinion. I said, man, Michael and Kobe, they're mean guys. They're gonna kick your ass and tell you about it the whole time. Like LeBron's a great player, but he's a really nice man. That's the difference.
Dave, not only are you a big Eagles fan, I know you're a big diehard Sixers basketball fan.
Well, you're gonna die.
Who's?
You're gonna die. You're gonna die, and not even gonna be that hard.
Oh God!
I might die, but I hope not. Honestly, I have such blind optimism when it comes to Philadelphia sports. So for whatever reason, I just bet $750 that the Sixers are going to win the NBA championship. Because the odds will never be this.
You could have given that to a charity.
Never be this good.
Donated it.
The odds will never be in my favor quite like this because no one, obviously, everyone shares Chuck's perspective. I mean, it sucks, but I believe in them. And look, Embiid truly has never been healthy in the playoffs. It's unbelievable. It's 6 straight years but when he's healthy, he's truly the best player in the NBA, in my opinion. And I think if he has the right runway and the cards fall the right way, I don't know. I mean, the Celtics are kind of historically great, but
That's a lot of ifs.
Yeah.
To put money on it.
That's a lot of ifs, brother.
Rest versus rest. So we just talked about Saquon resting. That's the big thing in the NBA. We're not going to talk too much about the NBA on the show. I do want to get your opinion on what do you think of the current landscape of what's happening in the league?
I don't like the current landscape at all. Listen, man, we're not fucking steel workers.
Yeah.
We're not teachers. We're not nurses. We're not somebody in the service. If you're going to make $30, $40, $50 million to play basketball 2 days in a row, if that's too much to ask, please tell me. And like I say, I always say the same thing. I admire teachers and firemen and policemen, nurses, anybody who's in the armed service. Those are like real jobs.
Yeah.
But we're so lucky and blessed. And in my day, I made $5 million, which is a ton of money. Now these guys are making 50, 60 million. And I'm like, are y'all serious right now? Are y'all serious? Y'all can't play basketball 2 days in a row for $60 million?
Yeah.
You know, I always tell these guys, because they talk about Zion's weight.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. He's making like $40 million. I'd be anorexic for $40 million. They'd be like, Charles is too skinny. We need to get him on. So stuff like that annoys me.
Yeah.
We're the luckiest people in the world to play a sport. Yeah. We make more money in a week than most people are going to make their entire lifetime. Yeah. And you should be appreciative of that. That's just my personal opinion.
It's a privilege.
It's well said.
Hard to argue.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say off of that.
Look, I'm okay with Embiid sitting every now and then, just as a fan, just to get him.
He's also got some. He isn't just sitting.
I get your argument. I can't
but you know what bothered me and us? I have no problem with him resting. You don't say that shit before the season.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
Yeah.
That was
it was handled really poorly.
Yeah, really poorly. Like, well, I'm not going to play back to back. I'm like,
for the rest of my career.
You don't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to sit out when you get tired or you got something, but you don't say it before the season. I've never heard any jock, especially a great player, say, hey, you know what, I'm just going to not play back to back before the season starts.
We had a guy tap out this year, Charles, in an NFL game.
You talking about Richardson?
Anthony Richardson. Yeah. Tapped himself out of the game, not because of an injury or anything, because he was tired. Yeah. Like, we'd never seen that before.
Ever. By a quarterback especially.
Yeah.
And listen, we're beating up on the NBA, but the NFL, that landscape has changed quite. You used to do 2 a day. Did you get any days off?
No. Our day off, we didn't have any days off. We started 8 in the morning, 2 practices every day, conditioning after every practice, all that stuff, But that was just what we did.
Yeah.
Like I don't begrudge anybody right now. If you can have a longer, healthier career than we did, that's great. And the game has had to change a little bit, but it's a different sport.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're going to get back in here, get back to the show.
Gotta get some drums now. I need some drums.
Bang, 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 bang.
Can we get that, but maybe not exactly that? We need drums. We need drums bad.
Boom, boom, boom. Doom, doom. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
What the was that?
All righty. Welcome back. Yeah, baby. Welcome back to They Call It Late Night. I'm here with Charles Barkley, Brian Baldinger, my man Dave Bird. Let's get back into the conversation. Everybody's talking about the playoffs for the most part that's coming up for the NFL. You and I know for a lot of the teams out there, over half the league, their season's about to be over. In fact, some of them already know their season's going to be over.
Oh, they know.
What's going on right now with those guys?
A lot of these teams, like one of the teams that maybe the Eagles are playing this Sunday, like their season has been over for 2 months.
Yeah.
They got to, they might clean house up there, but a lot of these players, they just want to get out of this week healthy, Jason.
Yeah.
Like they've got tee times, they've got vacation plans,
They got
their
scheduled.
cars packed.
Yeah.
They're ready to go. Like they don't want any part of this, and so they just want to get through Sunday healthy.
Yeah.
And like I've heard it on the field where guys are like, hey, Baldy, listen, just back off. I know you're going to playoffs, but I got a tee time on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Absolutely. I think it is kind of exciting, though. You get to see some players that haven't played yet.
Yep.
And there are some guys that, listen, they go out there and ball out, and they're on a contract. Maybe it makes a difference having one game.
Well, watch what happens to Carson Wentz this week.
Dude.
He's going to get a chance to play in Kansas City.
Have you seen the way those backup tackles have blocked for Pat Mahomes? It has not gone well.
He'll just run, though.
Yeah.
He'll just take off.
And Wanya's looked better on the right side than he has on the left, yeah. Well, listen, I think I'm excited to see how the playoffs shape up. We just talked a little bit of rest for us. Dan Campbell didn't rest last week against the San Francisco 49ers. Now he's on a short week playing Minnesota. Mm-hmm. They could lose that game, not get the bye. Was that the right decision?
It looks like it was. I mean, they all went all in on him.
Yeah.
And they played a great second half, shut out San Francisco, intercepted a couple passes. Like, that guy just leads through emotion.
Yeah.
And they buy into it, and that's their culture. Like, we're going to go play, we're going to win. And here they are with Minnesota at home this week to get the number 1 seed.
Yeah. Dave, how much rest, do you ever contemplate this rest versus rust in your own profession?
Just as a human, no.
As a human being,
no.
yeah.
Well, I try to get 8 hours of sleep every night. Sometimes when I'm filming like a show or
Seriously,
something,
yeah.
I will avoid playing basketball, but other than that, just because the elbow could hit you in the face and then you're not the same man. And then it's a whole nightmare for the hair and makeup department.
You have to redesign the script?
Yeah, first off, I agree with you completely. They're so all in on Dan Campbell's entire
Who's not
thing.
all in on Dan Campbell?
I'm not all in.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like Dan Campbell?
I think he's fine.
He's fine.
I think it's all well and good right now because they've been like the most dog shit team in sports history for like the past 20 years, and it's so exciting for everybody.
50 years.
Yeah. And I think when push comes to shove and he makes one of his little decisions at the raw, when he's going for it and they're in the NFC Championship
We have a
game.
guy in Philly that does that too.
Yeah. But man, we can't argue with that winning percentage. But yeah, but I don't know. They're just all in on Dan Campbell. And I just watched the way Jared Goff even talks about. I trust Goff's instincts as far as I feel like he's been around, and I think they have to be all in on this. Like you said, it's all like they run off. It's a feeling with them, and we'll see what happens when they lose because of a poor decision by Dan Campbell because he's a tough guy.
Dave, I love Dan Campbell. Okay. I love anybody who always love the sport.
Yeah.
Because, man, we're so lucky to play this stupid game, make $1 gazillion, and just go out and have fun. We're so lucky. But I thought he did make 2 bad decisions in that NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
But anybody who loved the game, you got to admire them. That's going to be a bad loss for somebody Sunday. because not only you lose the home field throughout, you got to go on the road.
Yeah, it's crazy.
To either probably Philadelphia, or so that. Like,
yeah,
so,
they'll start with Tampa Bay most likely.
Yeah.
But listen, he could have rested, had all of his guys ready to beat Minnesota, and had the bye potentially after that. Now they might get no bye.
That's going to be, like I said, that's why I think it'll be a really bad loss for Detroit, because I think they need to bye because of so many injuries.
Yeah.
And I want to see him do well, because I like what he's accomplished in Detroit.
Agree.
Because, when you take over a team that bad, and you see what he's taking them, you got to be impressed, because that team is taking over his personality.
It is 100% taking his personality, and that's hard when you have decades upon decades of meaningless football games, you're out of it halfway through the year.
Yeah.
It is so hard to establish a winning culture in a toughness, in like a every game matters mentality.
Yeah.
And he's done unbelievably.
And there's nothing, like everybody talk about all the money and all the fame and stuff. Man, when you're on a bad team, it's brutal. Like,
there's nothing worse.
There's nothing worse. Like, there was a couple times I was here in Philly, and we were.
You keep coming back to Philly talking about bad teams.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all trading that number 1 pick. I really appreciate y'all trading that number 1 pick. Miss you, Brad Daugherty. Man, when you're out of it by Christmas, and you still got 40 games to go, it seems like it's like 6 months. You only got like 3 months to go. And it's hard mentally to go out there and get your brains beat in every single night and play hard. And it's frustrating. And you're like, man, I'm doing the best I can. And I got no help out here. And it's just Christmas. Christmas sucks.
Charles, there was a time in Detroit where fans at this time of the year, they put their bags on their head.
I know.
They were wearing bags. And they were saying, we're so bad that we can't even watch this stuff. We're going to put a paper bag
Now
on.
they're everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
they show fans in the stand like they're starting to be like the Packers and the Steelers.
Yeah. The cheeseheads, the towel, now they got the bags.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I see Gene over there again. We need to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this.
They Call It Late Night with Jason Kelce is presented by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Welcome back to They Call It Late Night. Okay, folks, we're going to switch gears here a little bit. As you've seen and heard throughout the show, we've been playing NFL Films clips here and there. Their iconic footage and soaring music and epic narration are woven into the fabric of our show. And one of the most recognizable voices of NFL Films was their legendary narrator, Philadelphia's own John Facenda. Take a listen to John behind the scenes.
This one simple fact tipped the balance of the game in the Cowboys' favor. Their defense made the big plays that Denver's did not.
There's not a football fan I know that doesn't love doing their own iconic NFL Films voice or old school highlight voice. So I thought it'd be fun for all of us to sit down and take a crack at narrating some NFL Films footage from this week's games. And not only that, but we actually have the exact microphone that John Facenda used. It was Bluetooth back in the day. So we're going to use this to give our version of a NFL Films narration. All right? I'm going to go first to make it easier on you guys. We have some scripts. Do not read this, Brian.
Okay.
This is a surprise. All right, ready when you guys are. The climate-controlled indoor tundra of Minnesota's U.S. Bank Stadium serves as a fitting arena for an ancient rivalry that many would describe as not always relevant. And led by the red-headed berserker named after a restaurant, I think, the Vikings repeatedly attack the end zone like an undefended monastery. Skål, you twisted psychos, skål, and drink deep from the hard-fought, well-earned cup of victory. Now we're going to Dave. We got an order here that we're not messing up.
Oh, wow.
All right.
There you go, Dave.
No
I have
peaks.
like a prepubescent voice. Jeez Louise.
I have faith. You'll get it.
So it's
3,
2,
1.
Come on, ladies. Let's have a party. We got Washington going commando with the empty breadbasket, Deacon buck naked first down. Thumbs down, clown. Looks like the circus has come to town. Quick tangent. I don't know who wrote the script. I just found a buddy of mine is getting divorced, and it really rocked my world. They seem like the perfect couple, but really, how does anyone stay married? I mean, men are from Mars, women are from some other planet, am I right, folks? Except my girlfriend. She's also from Mars, and that's why we get along so great. Anyway, best of luck to these kids. I hope they're happy. I mean, Derek's in hell, but I don't know what I just read at all.
Charles? Oh, there we go. Well done, Dave. All right, don't you go reading first.
Hold on. Man, my glass is in the back.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, this looked like Chinese to me, man.
All right. Can you see the teleprompter?
Okay, there we go.
All right, you got it.
Grab your binoculars and take a close look, stud muffin. Here comes some smoked meat. Bo Nix rolling out, but honestly, who cares? I want to talk about how hot Joe Burrow is. I love that man's hair. Like you can tell he's conceited. He just seems like a really good person. Did you know he gave his old lineman samurai swords for Christmas? Here's a field goal attempt. Oh, angry. Why does everybody let Joe down? Throwing a dime. Looking like $1 million. Oh, look how happy he makes his friends. I'm riding to die with Joe Burrow.
No! Oh my gosh! That was too good.
Joe Burrow is a pretty man.
I agree. All right, Baldy.
All right, what do we got, Jason?
All right.
Here we go.
This one will be a good surprise for you.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
The name of the game is throw the ball. Catch the ball and run. Some did it better than others, but only one did it like Brian Baldinger at Lambeau Field. Yeah. This Adonis, this miracle, this hammer of the gods was the paragon of skill, of power, perfection, and I dare say it, humility. Let's run his only career catch back again. Run it back, nice and slow. That's it. Yeah, Ron, he called that play. When you get it right the first time, why try again?
Yeah! Oh my gosh.
That's a good call.
I gotta say, I am so jealous that you had that. That was your only catch, right?
My only catch. What we did was, in 1988, we used to run a wishbone with Eric Dickerson, Albert Bentley, and we had another back. We brought a wishbone when we had the lead in the fourth quarter. And we got on a good run at the end of the season. So they asked me if I would play the tight end position, which was a key position running the wishbone.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said, well, I'll go from guard to tight end to play it, but you got to put a pass in for me.
You negotiated?
I negotiated the pass.
Oh my gosh.
So I told him, look, I'll go do it because I'm a team player. We got to win these games. We'll ride it out. But if you put a pass in for me, that'll be extra incentive.
Well, I got to say,
they called the pass.
You look pretty nimble in that footage.
I got flipped upside down. I got my ass kicked right there.
Do you think you still got that type of flexibility?
Every once in a while it comes back to me.
I've heard you can do the splits.
What have you heard?
I have heard that you are nimble enough to do the splits.
I can do the splits. I mean, that's not that hard.
You want to show? You want to prove it?
Yeah. I don't know. I got some.
Dude, if you can do this still, I will be so impressed.
No, I think you just kind of.
You work your way down. Don't split your pants now, Baldy. That's all I got. Oh my gosh. All right.
That was awesome.
Stupid pet tricks, Charles.
All right. Folks, I am contractually bound to tell you this next panel segment was brought to you by YouTube TV. That's right, YouTube TV. This is where we pay for the show, where there's one final offer to watch every game this Sunday on NFL Sunday Ticket for only $4.99.
Wow.
That's right.
Great deal.
$4.99, great deal. Sign up today at NFLSundayTicket.com. Oh, Gene, thank you. Thank you, Gene. He's waving us.
Oh, I was just trying to tell you it's a good deal.
Thanks, Gene. All right, folks, more They Call It Late Night after this. All right, we're back with They Call It Late Night. All righty. Before we move on, one of the things I miss most about playing in the National Football League, and really just about playing sports and playing football, is hearing a coach talk. I miss a coach speaking. I miss that motivational stories, life lessons. It's almost like the preacher on Sunday getting up and giving you the little bit of thing that you need to hear to get your mind right. And right now, Stout, are you here?
Right here.
Come on up here, big man. Thank you for coming. All right, is this on? It's on. All right. Well, I'm going to give you this, and you're going to do just like you did to me for 12 years? We'll call it 11 years. Over a decade, Stout has given me motivation to play the sport, and more than that, he's given me, a way to carry about with life. And a lot of that stuff is synonymous with football, so I thought it'd be awesome to do this kind of each week, is to bring a coach up and just let him talk to our football family, which is all you guys and everybody watching at home. And there'd be nobody else to start this with other than Stout. So Stout, what does football mean to you?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, you got it. Go ahead.
So first of all, I loved to play the game as a player. I was really just loved to play the game. And so when that ended for me, immediately I went into coaching at the college level for 30 years. And so it never was, for me, it was always, I get to go to practice. I get to go to the meeting. And to this day, I swear to God, to this day, and Jason can attest to this, it's still that way. It will always be that way until I say I don't want to do this anymore. But it's not always that easy for the player. The player gets beat up. He gets, it's a long season. He gets tired. So along the way, and I think this is what Jason was alluding to, is along the way, I felt it was very important for me to bring, I'm always bringing juice, period, but I'm a high energy guy, but I always feel like it's important to motivate the player along the way, not just teach him the fundamentals, not just to teach him the scheme, but to bring him along and motivate him along the way. And I think this is maybe what Jason was talking about is, it's a long season. It's not a still shot. It's a motion picture. It goes on and on and on. These guys get tired, they get beat up. And so I would use phrases like, no man is an island, you must draw your strength from others. And the guys would look, like, oh shit. And so Jordan would look at Landon, or, because they play next to each other, and so like, oh yeah, that's us. And or I would say things like, effort requires no talent. That's a very simple term, but if you think about it, it's very true, very true. I would say things, because I would speak about the scheme, I would talk about the footwork and how to surface the block, or maybe how to set on a different alignment. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and I don't know what it is, I don't know why it is, I would just go off on this little tangent, and I would talk about something my father might have said to me. 99% of the time, I never knew what that 1% was. The easy way is the wrong way. And I think the players, those little nuggets may push a guy past where he needs to be, that maybe get him to that point where he can give a little bit extra for his teammate. Give of yourself to your teammate. And stuff like that, little phrases like that, I think help the players get that next level. And we're very fortunate because, at least I've been very fortunate. I heard Charles talk earlier. I was upstairs, and he talked about the passion that he loves people that bring the passion. He loves people that man, this is Philly. This is what Philly is. I feel like I landed in heaven when I came here. Because it's like the... No, I mean that. I'm not just... I ain't just bullshitting. You know, it's my person. Even though I'm from New York City, I feel like I was born and raised here. This is my personality. You should get on our ass if we don't do great, if we don't do things right. That's exactly the way it should be. And so I would always say this to the players too. If you give everything you have all day, every day, these people will love you. They will love you. They will love you. So Jason literally asked me to come over and be with him and join him, and I was coming anyway, but I had no freaking idea I was standing up here talking to you all. But I'm blessed. I've been blessed here in Philly for so many years. Great organization, great owner, great leadership, and to be around players, so many great players, and they put up with my shit all the time, and I appreciate that. But I do help people get to where they want to go, as long as they're willing to deal with my shit. So, thanks for having me. Appreciate you.
Yeah, give it up for Jeff Stoutland. I used to listen to that guy every day in the meeting room. If you tried to fall asleep for 1 fucking second, he was gonna berate you. He was gonna hit you with these little messages. He was gonna motherfuck you if you needed it. So that's the only reason I got to where I came in the NFL. So anyways, I wanted to do that because it was important to me.
They Call It Late Night with Jason Kelce is presented by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Oh, that's right. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jason Kelce, and this is the Chug Machine. Look at that. We're ending tonight's show with a good old-fashioned chug-off. That's right. Our 4 competitors are some of the best chuggers in the nation. Let's meet our competitors right now. Come on out, fellas. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is quite the attire. Oh. Yeah. All right, Chug Machine, please show us our first chugger. Chug Machine. Our first chugger claims to have smoked me in a shotgunning contest, which we all know is total bullshit. He has the iconic Philly fanatic right there, my good friend and Philly icon, Rob Dunphy. Jason Kelce, Chug Machine. All right, our next contestant travels to tailgates all over the NFL, challenging fans to chugging contests. He's chugged 6 beers in 45 seconds and also once chugged a total of 5 beers, a shot of whiskey, a margarita, and a Bloody Mary all in under a minute. From Portsmouth, New Hampshire, please welcome Bills Mafia member Ronnie Deutsch. Jason Kelce, Chug Machine. Our next competitor calls himself the Juggernaut. He has over 1 million followers on TikTok. In 2022, he set a record in the Picklesburg Pickle Juice Drinking Championships, earning the coveted title of Mayor of Picklesburg. Please welcome Packers fan, Jalen Franco! All righty, our last competitor. Some people are proud of their 6-packs. The next chugger might have the first 6-pack beard. That's right. It is spelled B-E-E-R-D. From the Nasty Natty, please welcome Bengals fan Gary Faulkner. Thank you. All righty, I lost my suspenders. Let's get to it. It's a good old-fashioned chug-off. The beers will be put on the table. Sam, I've been told you have a whistle. Is this correct?
I believe I do.
Can we get an example of what this whistle might sound like? All righty. So here's the deal. This microphone is a prop, so I'll just explain it as I walk. We're going to give you guys each a beer. The first person to consume said beer on the whistle and hold the glass over his head to assure us that no beer has been spilled will be the best NFL fan chugger in the land. All righty. This is the 40-yard dash of chugging. We have toasty, frothy, very cold beverages, which doesn't always lead to the easiest chug. Take it away, Sam.
Chuggers, on your mark, get set.
Oh no! Oh no! Ronnie! We didn't hold the glass above our head.
I think we gotta run that back.
Okay, do we have replay footage of this? Do we have replay footage? Okay, slow-mo. Oh my gosh. Ronnie. Some spillage.
I didn't spill any!
I'm sorry, Ronnie, as much as I want to award you the victory with the garage beer sweater.
Yep.
Due to spillage and then a technicality.
Yep.
I'm going to have to award Jalen the winner. Congratulations, brother. Very good chug. Dumb. Yeah, well done. You did not lie. You looked good. Before we leave, I do have some Super Bowl tickets. That's right. These are actual Super Bowl tickets. Do we have those? All right. This is not a prize. This is not a prize. It is a gift.
Okay.
These are 2 tickets to the Super Bowl in New Orleans. You will be able to represent the chugging skills of this show and the entire NFL down in New Orleans. Thank you very much for coming. Everyone, that's our show. I hope you all enjoyed the first episode. There are plenty more shenanigans to come. Gene is waving us down. You guys are awesome, Philadelphia. Thank you for coming. Love you guys.